Johnson is going to join us back in the mix. And KD from 258. Come on, KD, you come in the middle here. You come in the middle here.
The middle here?
The middle man, the main man in the middle. How has it all been? We're just talking about Anthony making his way through a lot of media commitments. It is a different sort of week out here. It's been a long camp. How's he been?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been tough for him. Definitely tough. We've probably brought in a minimum of 13 sparring partners this camp.
Really?
And I'm going from.
And how do you find sparring for Usyk? It's not necessarily the easiest style to replicate and the easiest job to find.
All right. Well, first I got to be left-handed, so we need them southpaws. I think we just went for a wide range of strong guys, light guys, movers, stand-in traders. Like, we just had a variety of everything. So him going through the rounds, some days it was one man in, one man out, who's surviving, people hitting the canvas. The camp's been crazy.
People hitting the canvas. I mean, look.
People have been hitting the canvas. I'm not going to hide it. They came to get paid for that, and it's been happening.
Wow, there you go. I mean, I didn't even have to tease it out of you.
I'm not going to hide it.
What else can you tell us that's been going?
Wow. That is KD from 528, one of the best friends of Anthony Joshua, and he has revealed that AJ has been dropping guys in sparring. And guys figure that they're going in to get a check, and that's exactly what they got. A check and then a beating, or a punch to the face that caused them to hit the canvas. And out of 13 people, you said people hit the canvas, so that's more than one. So AJ's definitely been aggressive, and that tells you that he's on the prowl. He's hungry, okay? I haven't heard from AJ in sparring or anything along those lines that he's been dropping anybody in a long time. In fact, ever. I've heard him get knocked out by Danny Dubois, but I haven't heard this type of intel. Normally, Team Joshua is kind of like a well-oiled machine when it comes to holding things in, things you don't really know. Things don't really get out, okay? Especially to the general public. And it hits, the boxing channels, so, people can, get their spill on it or their take. So the news doesn't really hit. In this case, it's like, Joshua has been dropping sparring partners. That's big news. I mean, not to say it didn't happen before, but why do you think it was important for KD to say that now? And that's another thing. So you have to think about the angle that's taking place here with, KD letting the cat out of the bag. Like, look, he's been dropping them. Or maybe you look at it like, well, maybe this is the case where he hasn't done that normally, and and this is very impressive to see him do that. And these are southpaw guys, and it ain't like AJ can't punch, bro. AJ is the kind of guy that he puts combinations together. He likes combinations. I think he's a better combination puncher than anything. Not just one punch, but a combination puncher. To put rights and lefts, right uppercuts, left uppercuts together. I think that's what he's about, and then try to follow everything behind the jab. But it shows you that, this camp has changed for the amount of intel that they care to share, unless AJ didn't want that to happen, because, a lot of times, people let the cat out of the bag, and people sometimes jump the gun and say things they shouldn't say. Maybe this is one of them. But if this is something that he didn't supposed to say, I'm glad we heard it, because at least we know that AJ ain't getting knocked out, or AJ ain't getting dropped, and AJ has concussions, or AJ's getting beat up. We're hearing actually the opposite, which is positive, because that's exactly how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to pay guys in that's going to push you to the limit to get you where you need to be, okay? Because you're going to spar like you practice, and you're going to practice like you fight. Okay? Sparring is practice, but practice very seriously. Okay? That's exactly what that is. And looking at that, hearing Joshua do this type of damage he did. Now, he didn't specify how many, but we know it's 13 sparring partners that came in, and he's dropped more than one. So we could say at least two. Right? So because more than one is two, which is plural. So he did say sparring partners have been dropped. So they've earned their money well by taking that ass beating. So that's a good thing to hear. You guys tell me what you think of KD saying, revealing that Anthony Joshua has been dropping sparring partners and sparring in the midst of this rematch with Alexander Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.